I don't know about you guys, but my kneecaps are freezing. Well, good morning everybody. I was about 30 seconds away from packing up and getting back in the car just then because it was raining on me and the weather's freezing and awful. But as you can see, the sky is going off right now. Today we're shooting for the first time on my, well, it's not new, but new to me, Bronica ETRS medium format camera. I bought this for myself for my birthday a couple of weeks ago now, and I've been sick and the weather's been crap, so I haven't been able to use it until this morning. So today's going to be kind of a test run for the camera. I'm going to try to get my head around using it, make sure it's all working good, have a play, do a roll of film, and make sure it's all going well, and mainly to see if I can use it okay. So we're going to look at a first shot right now actually. So I've got an app on my phone called Light Meter, which I'm going to use to see what the exposure should be in the scene. So I'm using Portra 400 film, which is 400 ISO. So I'm just going to dial it on my app. I'm using f16, ISO 400, which is telling me 1/300th or 1/500th. So basically on this camera I've only got 1/250th or 1/500th. So I'm just going to do both and we're going to see if one works well. So we're going to try first at 1/500th. I'm going to try 1/250th as well. That's 2 shots down. Oh man, I just missed some seagulls. So second comp of the morning here. I've got the camera pointed right at the sun and I've just got at the very bottom of the frame, maybe the bottom like 1/8 or so, the waves, the water happening all through there, and then most of it we've just got sky. And I'm going to hopefully get some backlit, kind of lit up white water, and then if I time things right, we might even get some seagulls flying through, which I think would look pretty cool. So I'm just going to wait for a wave to roll through, and maybe a seagull if we're lucky. Oh, here comes some. So I think we had seagulls in but no waves, but here's a wave. Maybe not. Here's a better wave. Maybe not. Anyway, if this photo worked, I'll put it up on the screen now. And then we'll have a wander and find another comp, I think. Oop, there's a wave. Oop, missed it. We'll have a wander, find another comp, and we're going to use a whole roll of film this morning because I'm excited about my new camera. Okay, so I've just panned to the left. I haven't even actually moved the tripod at all to find the next composition that I'm pretty keen on actually. So the golden light is sort of streaming across the scene. We're losing it a little bit now, but there's still a good amount of light happening. And I found a comp where I've kind of got a bunch of different layers happening throughout the frame. So we're starting off right now, bottom left, we've got the little bit of grass making up the bottom corner, then some black rock. Then there's this little cove that runs in this section of the beach. We've got a layer of water there, and there's some more rock. Then going out in the distance, we've got the Bowenheads Bluff sort of going through right across the horizon into where the sun's lighting up. This is telling me 1/150th of a second, which on this camera I can do 1/125th or 1/250th. So I think I'll do 1/125th. I'm super new to this, so if you've come to this video expecting film photography tips, you're in the wrong place because I don't know what I'm doing at all. Okay, just gonna wait for some waves to roll in, like that one, and we'll go for the shot. Okay, so as you can see behind me, there is rain rolling in. So I think we're about to get cut off a little bit earlier. So I might have to head back to the car for a little bit at least and just wait out the rain because this camera is not made to get wet. I'm just going to do a quick similar shot to what I just did composition wise, but I've moved a little bit down the beach where there's a little bit more of a black rock cove kind of section. And I'm going to use those to do a similar thing as my previous shot, but just kind of get some more contrast between the black rocks and the white water. So I've got this little inlet of black rocks here, running horizontally into the scene. And we've kind of got 3 horizontal lines happening throughout the frame with this section of rock, another section of rock, and then that bluff down in the background. And I think it looks pretty nice having those 3 sort of lines running horizontally across the shot, and of course the line of the horizon as well. So I'm going to quickly meter, keep the camera out of the weather. So we're just going to do 1/250th, f22, Portra 400 film. Just going to wait for the wave, and we will get the shot. My hands are so cold. Okay, so we've been rained out. It's starting to clear a little bit now, but I've just retreated to the car because I don't want to get the new camera wet. But in the meantime, I thought this would be a good chance to actually tell you guys a bit about the new camera. So it's a Bronica ETRS 6x4.5 aspect ratio medium format camera. I picked it up about 2 weeks ago now. I bought it for myself as a birthday present type situation. Found it on Marketplace, got a pretty good deal on it. The guy was really cool about everything and seemed trustworthy, so I took the plunge and got it. So it came with the camera itself, the lens, which is a 70mm f2.8, 2 different viewfinders. So I've got this waist level viewfinder, which I'm really enjoying using so far, as well as the prism viewfinder. I think I'm preferring the waist level so far, just because I like to get the full photo in the scene, be able to look through and see everything rather than squinting into the prism viewfinder. I find I sort of struggle with those a little bit. He also sent me 2 film backs, which in the moment in this one I've got Portra 400 loaded. I wanted to use Portra 160 and I had Portra 160, but I completely messed up loading it, so I wasted a whole roll of film, which was fun. I don't know much about film, so if you clicked on this video as a film person, I apologise if I've annoyed you with anything I've gotten wrong so far. If you know more about this camera than I do, or more about film than I do, which you probably do, let me know in the comments if anything accessories-wise I should pick up for this camera, or anything that I should know about using this camera, or using film in general, or if you've got any film recommendations or anything like that. Yeah, it'd be great if you could let me know, because I'm super green at this and I'm trying to get my head around everything, but doing research online, it's kind of, everyone has something different to say about gear or what to do or how to use things, so I'm keen to hear from you guys. If you want to share anything, that would be awesome. Rain's picking up a little bit again now, so I think we're going to go for a drive, find a different location and finish off this film. I've got about 6 photos to go this morning to finish off this roll, which I'm keen to finish off the roll and drop it off to the lab and see if the photos worked out, so we're going to go for a drive and see if we can find somewhere to shoot. So I've driven about 10 minutes down the road to this section of beach where we've kind of traded rain for wind, which is probably better. And I think from around this area, I can probably finish off this roll of film, which is good. So I'm going to start with a quick shot here, just heading straight down the beach, where we've got sand and crashing waves on one side, leading us up to the bluff up there. And then most of the shot's going to be made up of the ocean, the waves crashing, and then there's a good bit of drama still happening in the sky. And then right far down the beach is a guy with 2 dogs sort of silhouetted running up and down the sand. So I'm hoping that will sort of appear in the shot. Just going to quickly meter this. So I'm going to go f16 I think for this one, just to try something different, which is telling me 1/500th should do the job. So 1/500th, f16, focus is set to about infinity. Hopefully we'll see the guy and his dog. Zzz. And let's try this shot. So the rain's catching up with us again, which is a little bit annoying, so we're probably going to keep moving to another location. But before we do, I've noticed there's this big like freighter boat out on the horizon, straight out that way. And above it there's some really cool clouds going on, as well as blue sky, which I think looks pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is frame up a shot where I've got kind of the horizon and the boat right at the very, very bottom of the frame. It's telling me 1/500th again at f22. Seems quite bright, I guess, so that's probably why. And then while I've been talking, the boat's moved obviously, so just going to reframe that slightly. Okay, so I've pulled up a little bit further down from where I was, because I drove past a section of beach where I could see 3 pelicans hanging out on the sand. So I'm going to see if I can wander up close to them. No guarantees, because I think it's going to be tricky. And see if I can get them on medium format. So I'm going to switch cameras to film on to the GoPro, just to be a little bit more nimble. But I'm going to wander down there and see if we can do that. Okay, so things didn't quite end up working with the pelicans. They were pretty far away and hard to get close to. So I just had a little wander in this area. Had more shots than I realized actually. Turns out I get 15 photos on this. For some reason I thought it was 12. But yeah, had a little bit of a wander around there. Ended up shooting some detailed shots of some patterns in sand and plants and that sort of thing. Don't think I'll have anything groundbreaking from this little area, but it was nice to sort of practice using the camera to do a few different things and still get my head around it and finish off the roll so I can drop it off. As always, huge thanks everyone for joining me on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and enjoy watching some medium format film type stuff on here. There'll probably be more of this type of video in the future going forward, so hopefully you enjoy it. But there will still be some digital photography as well. Here and there, I'll try to do a good mix of both, I think. 2023 calendars are still available on the website. I'll throw up a very creatively titled coupon code somewhere on the screen, or it'll be in the description too, so if you'd like one, that'd be awesome. If you already got one, thank you so much, really appreciate it. But yeah, until next time guys, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Thanks heaps.